How's it going, everyone? Today I'm out here at Northwood Park. I'm gonna take on Northwood Gold today. I'm not sure if I'm doing an actual scoring round or if I'm just kind of showing you how I play the course. It's very swampy out and I have a gimp ankle right now, so we'll just kind of see how it goes. My main point today, I'm gonna show you guys how I attack this course in a tournament form. I've shot several practice rounds in the low 60s and maybe 3 or 4 in the high 50s, but I just want to, you start out with your plan and then you kind of see where it takes you, where you can shave off strokes and things like that. So I'm going to kind of go over that today. And also one more thing, I'm starting on what you guys know as Gold Hole 4, because that is going to be the new starting hole when they're done with the updating the golds. Hole 4 here is 540 feet. It is a par 4. So we're playing from back here. The first shot, you just want to hyzer it into this mouth, and then the second shot, play up so you can get your birdie. It is a bit muddy, so we're gonna hope for the best here. Shot, but it's not going to be a bogey. Okay, here we are on hole number 5. It's 354. Tee pad is an absolute mess. You just want to push it out there, something that kind of can test that dead tree right here, and then have it turn over but not yank over, just kind of hold a steady turnover. I'm gonna try to kick all this ice off and see if I can get some kind of a grip. It's a bit of a yank. Hole 6 is 370 feet. Basket's essentially just straight between those trees right there. The ground's gonna be soft now, so I switch between a force flex, so the left side of this big tree, come around. Today I'm just gonna try to contest that tree center left there. And I'm gonna try to flex it just around and then hyzer back, probably with a fairway driver or just maybe like a 10 speed. All right, really bad run from about 40. So in my opinion, this is the easiest stretch in the course. There's like 3 par 3s, a pretty soft par 4, and then it gets really hard. So first birdie putt of the round came on the first easier par 3 in my opinion. So let's just see if we can get maybe 2 down in the next 3 or 4 holes. 7 here is 400 on the dot, par 3. The gap you come out is very tight. I want to throw like a trace or something, stand as far on the right side as I can, pop it on a hyzer left, flip, pan out. A little swampy back here. Okay, hole 8, 680 feet. You just pop your drive anywhere out here, kind of on a little flex, hold Annie more, then hyzer out. And this should be my first birdie. This is a pretty easy hole for me. Okay, that drive was kaboomed. We did it. We got a birdie. Hole number 9 is 321. It's just an Anheuser. Usually, I mean, sidearm works just fine, but I'm gonna throw a backhand Annie over here and let it just push in. Also, I have not mentioned yet that it's 60 degrees February 4th in Illinois. We have a bunch of this fun stuff. Okay, for hole 10, 560 feet. So this one's weird. I just throw a mid and try to land it where the old pin used to be. And then if I land far enough right, I can throw a putter from upshot. And if I'm left, I have to throw a sidearm. So par is absolutely fine on this hole. I don't pressure it too much. I birdied it one of the rounds at Worlds, but it's just one of those holes where you can take a 6 super easy. There's the basket right there. Pretty favorable shoot through here. The right side woods is really bad. So off the tee, there's what it looks like. Can't really see, but where that stump's at, where you tee off from. So my drive is right by my cart here. I'm gonna have this window, but I'm not gonna be able to see that part. I'm only gonna have that line that you see between my hand and that tree. So going for the basket is kind of irresponsible from there. So I'm gonna just try to get it around the corner, somewhere down in the bottom here, and have an easy 4. We're going to, that's weird. This is hole 5 on it. Never noticed that. But 380 feet. This one's a tough get. I want to throw a flick and have it coast over, but you can't contest that wood line or it takes everything off. So essentially that tree right there square in the middle, and as far as you can see back, I almost want to hit that and then fade in. 30 to 40 feet is great. I've only put it inside 20 maybe once with a flick. We're on infamous hole 12, and there's no nice 1,080 feet sign or anything. I think it's 1,080. It might be 1,050. No, hole 16 is 1,050. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call it 1,080 feet. Okay, so the play on the hole for me, okay, here's a good thought. If you ask any 1,000+ rated pro or any player in general that's played this course, if you say, can you take a 5 on this hole, would you take it every single time? And they would say, yes, of course. This is one of those holes, it's the hardest hole to birdie I've ever played in my life. I still haven't got a birdie on it. Then again, I actively haven't tried because you would have to get too risky and throw a driver off the tee. And then like, for example, you throw a driver off the tee, you land down in here. I've parred it before having to scramble from over there or something, and I'll pitch up to here, and then I'll throw a driver to the top of the hill and then a putter up and get my 5. I've just never tried the driver to here, then landing it in such a small area without it skipping and things like that. Just too many variables. So I am gonna try to just go mid-range, 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 putter, tap in. So let's see if I can execute that plan, and maybe it'll open your eyes more to how you can play difficult holes and not stress them too much. So I actually landed in a spot where I can throw a putter for my second shot. I want to land top right of the hill, top right center, because then I can throw my flippy putter on a hyzer flip at the basket. Wow, that actually went really well. Pause here. I kind of wanted to do justice of some things you don't really see on like Jomez and stuff. So on hole 12 here, the basket, you'll see it's right through there. Here's the line coming through. If you go left on this hole, it's just a straight ravine. So I don't know if it's talked about too much how there's OB on this side. The next hole is the exact same way, but it drops off to the opposite way. Hole 13 here, 650. Definite two-shot hole. The OB stretches along the whole left side. I just want to land about halfway. And ideally throw mid-range, halfway, slightly turned over, flick second shot, have a look at birdie. Man, that's fine. I didn't give it enough height. So you're not going to be able to tell how much that tree gets in my way because I'm going to film from this perspective so you can see me flex it out and come back with my sidearm. Okay, as we walk up on my second shot on hole 13, we're inbounds. I just came off that tree. And now I'm going to switch you to that camera. Hole 14, 330 feet. Basket's right there. My personal play on this hole, I throw a mid-range and just try to make it. Because generally, if I throw it nose down, I'm not going to go more than like 20 past it. Okay, hole 15, 320 feet. OB all along the right and the left. And then you have an island green. You have the ability to lay up if you'd like to. I personally don't lay up this hole. It's birdie or bogey for me. So I'm gonna give you some quick thoughts on this hole and what I really think needs to change. Okay, there's a wood line here that's out of bounds the whole way. So this side here also out of bounds. Okay, the way I feel about it, I'm okay with one side or the other being out of bounds, but I don't think you need to have both. So on the right, it starts right here. I think the out of bounds line should actually be on the back side right here. I come up to my drive here on hole 15, just in front of the stake. I mean, could not have cut that closer. If I go long, I try to hit this wall so it'll stop and give me an okay putt. But honestly, being here with this perspective at the basket, it's not too bad. Hole 16, 1,040 feet. I was wrong earlier, I said 50. Here's something cool. This is usually tall grass all over here, and it's all cut. I'm not gonna let that change my approach really. I throw a putter off this tee so it doesn't skip, but I might throw a matrix today just to maybe get up a little further, make it easier. Wow, I actually hit that pretty well. So unfortunately, not as good as I thought. I tailed off into the woods here, but Getting up and down with, so I've thrown my second. I have 2 shots to get up and down, or get to the basket, and my third in the basket. So just try to save par and then it'll be fine. Okay, hole 17, 330 feet. One of my favorite holes out here. It's just a really good golf shot for a par 3. So it plays, I'm just gonna guess, somewhere 25, 30 feet uphill. Oh no. Oh, branch. All right. Okay, hole 18, 660. You just bomb it. I mean, a beautiful hole. So I just throw something, I throw something that turns over, like, it just depends on the wind. So like my normal summer play, I'm smashing something very overstable on a little bit of a flex. Today I'll probably throw my, lime green Panic. It'll flip over good, especially with the ground being so bad. I want to get as far up there as I can. Normally I don't play max distance on holes like this, but I'm going to today. That was it. Executed perfectly, man. Okay, here we are, hole number 1. Remember, we started on hole 4. 345. There's literally like 4 gaps in this hole. I throw this gap. Man, it looks so small on camera. I mean, it's very small, but it's a little more forgiving than it kind of looks there. But yeah, I try to just flex it through. Okay, so we're on to hole 2. 419 feet. It's a good sidearm if you flex it through, come back. It's a par 3 on the gold. Here's the tee pad you're looking at. So yeah, I throw a sidearm through here. I want it to hold down the hill and flex out. My disc is right. It's right there on that hillside. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get a foot behind it. So I'm just gonna play it from right up there. That's right there, but that was interesting. I have to pull out the little turbo. That's cool. Hole 3, last hole around. Yes, we made it. 550 par 4. Here's the view from the tee. I take a trace and go to the left side of this tree in the middle, flex it across, not that tree, sorry, that one. Flex it around it, push out into the opening. Oh, I made it. Okay, to reflect on my round at Northwood, I shot really well. I didn't do anything crazy. I feel like I executed my game plan as I said I was going to. But that's just it at that course. Throughout the whole back 9, essentially, like I throw my matrix on hole, let's see, starting on, it's the old 14, so like hole 9. So 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 even is fine. So I've done a good job chopping up that course in segments and kind of realizing when to attack and when not to. you only really get to air out drivers, in my opinion, on 2 of the holes, being 13. So hole 8 now, and then 18. Both those holes you get to open up a little bit, but besides that, it's just pretty technical. And if you can play position golf, you're great. I fell super hard and thought I was actually gonna have to go home after my second hole. To explain that a little further, it's pretty steep, and you come off this like hill, and then it goes down into a set of stairs, a small set of stairs, and then a bridge. So when it starts to get warm after the ground, like when it starts thawing out, the crest of hills will get that thin layer of mud on top of it, where it's hard underneath. So my foot went through the thin layer, and my left foot slid out. So my cart was in front of me, and when I went to catch myself on the top stair with my right heel, it just completely, I Charlie Browned it, like trying to kick the football, airballed it, landed right on my hip and lower back on the first stair, on the edge of it. So it was pretty terrible. But I made it through the round. Like I said, it was a really good round. It got better as it went. My ankle kind of broke in because I was wearing a brace to give me some security there, because my ankle's been feeling really weird lately. I think I had 5 birdies and a bogey, maybe something like that. So that's about normal out there. I usually have 6 holes where you score, whether it be good or bad, and that's exactly what I did. A 59 is great. Now, I think to shoot the rounds that like Paul and Emerson were shooting in the low 50s, like 52, I think to do that, you have to just be feeling yourself. You have to get a little risky outside of your comfort to attack some of those holes. But my distance is there, and my game is not obviously as consistent as theirs, but I feel like I have all of the tools. I'm just slowly learning how to use them. And I think that's everyone's problem. Like you just need to figure out how to utilize what you got, and then how to build upon it without making such rash decisions to where it almost affects you negatively. But either way, as always, thank you to all of my sponsors, Paragon, Plastic Addicts, and MVP. My next video, I feel like I'm close enough to doing an in the bag video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull out one more course vlog. Our bipolar weather here in Illinois, we just had 60-degree weather when I filmed that video, and 2 days later we got 4 inches of snow, and it's back down to 20. So I mean, I understand it's February, but it just can't make up its mind. So my next round, I'll probably do another short course, since I just did the longest one we have. I always appreciate everyone watching this video, each and every one of you. I noticed that 60% of you that watch aren't subscribed. I mean, thanks for watching either way. I'm not trying to make a living off YouTube. I'm simply just trying to show you disc golf through my eyes, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So just please subscribe if you want to see more content. Make it easier for yourself. And thanks as always for watching, guys.